Donald Trump and Elon Musk are being attacked, and the attackers are within their own home.
Donald, Teslas are being destroyed all over the country. You know I love the Tesla. It's an electric car for cool, straight, conservative guys, so I'll tell you what. Since they're attacking cool, straight guy stuff, I'll declare these people as gay terrorists.
Yep, as those guys are up in arms and doing a lot of things to stop Donald Trump from being able to achieve his agenda, as not only the legal battles have started, but so have the cultural ones. What will happen from here? How will this battle evolve? Will it evolve towards a bigger civil potential conflict between everyone? Hopefully not, but as the president of El Salvador put it, the United States is facing a judicial coup, as there are now multiple court cases and judges coming out specifically saying, yeah, you can't do that, Donald Trump, as the legal battles have just begun. Also, the U.S. Federal Reserve has not lowered rates, which Donald Trump wanted them to do. We're finding out that another judge just issued that all the work that Elon Musk and Deutsche did with USAID is, quote, unconstitutional, and the agency needs to be restored, as there is also another legal order for Donald Trump to stop the deportation of the Tren Agua gangs, while, of course, Trump also promised to release all of the JFK files. He says that they wouldn't be redacted. They were redacted, and some of them are still missing and haven't been released here. Clearly highlighting, there's something bigger at play here, as Donald Trump, in the face of all of this resistance, as Tesla dealerships are being attacked along with other Tesla drivers, as well as a larger financial stock attack, not just against Tesla, but against this country. That's also happening right now with the U.S. Federal Reserve not budging, not trying to help out the United States here. They won't. They're going to try to tank the economy under Donald Trump. We've been telling you about that. But in the face of all of this, instead of bowing down, instead of acquiescing, instead of letting them win, Donald Trump is doubling down and soon will be signing an executive order getting rid of an entire federal department of government. As in a few hours from now, he is expected to sign an executive order officially ending the Department of Education. Some people have called it the Department of Indoctrination, as this was the cookie cutter factory system that was created by David Rockefeller that created a lot of repeaters. That was a used, failed system that clearly never worked, clearly is outdated, as our education system spends the most on education, and the results from it are absolutely horrible. They're not good results. They're not good results at all. Now add the biggest legal challenge of the United States, and that is a judge saying that Donald Trump invoking the Aliens Enemies Act is unconstitutional. Who did this order? Well, leftist judge that just blocked the deportation of illegal Venezuelan gang members. As the right now is arguing that this judge is literally, quote, running defense for terrorists. As a judge just put a stop to this 200-year-old wartime act invoked by Donald Trump to combat the notorious gang Tren de Agua. Now, there are other news reports circulating within the corporate media saying, hey, I had a family member that just had a bunch of tattoos, but he wasn't a part of Tren Agua. And they're asking now with judges, with lawyers, saying, how did you guys determine that you guys were Tren Agua? So far, the government is saying that they will not be disclosing their official ways that they were able to figure out who was a part of the gang, who was not. The left is saying that there needs to be at least a legal proceeding before deporting someone to countries like El Salvador, where they get thrown in just absolute horrible prisons, where, you know, the people of El Salvador don't have the best human rights records when it comes to their prisoners, but their crimes are down significantly. Say what you may about these policies. They're definitely not very libertarian. But when you look at the leadership that has been spurred on by Bukele in El Salvador, he has created a situation where there is a lot of financial investment. There are a lot of people coming down there. And El Salvador previously was one of the biggest murder capitals of the world. It no longer is, because they have a heavy-handed approach on crime, and they don't play any games. You have gang tattoos, gang affiliations, yeah, automatically police officers will be on you. Automatically, you're going to be going to jail, especially if you committed a crime, and those jails aren't pleasant. They're not nice. Now, we are getting reports that there are significant members of these gangs from the United States that were sent over to El Salvador, as the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, just publicly thanked the president of El Salvador for their assistance and friendship, as Bukele wrote that 238 members of this Venezuelan criminal organization, Tren de Agua, arrived in their country. There was also a few other, I think 23 other MS-13 members that were wanted by Salvadorian justices that also were delivered to El Salvador, that made their way to this prison. Now, these are not American citizens. Donald Trump was able to announce that a lot of these foreign criminal cartel organizations are terrorist organizations, and therefore he was able to invoke this act in order to deport them and kick them out without any kind of lengthy legal proceedings. And as you can see here from the clips released by the president of El Salvador, it's definitely not the kind of cozy treatment that a lot of these people got in New York City, where prosecutors and judges felt sorry for them, and they said, yeah, you beat up that old woman, you robbed that old man, you committed horrible, heinous crimes, but guess what? You're a protected class. We're just going to let you go. How many white guys we got? There are police departments inside of the United States that had quotas saying, yeah, we got to make sure we arrest enough white guys. That is a true story in some jurisdictions. And the woke district attorneys that were financed by a secret billionaire all around the United States created a two-tier justice system where you're a white guy, you're a conservative, you're a Republican. Oh, the old DOJ, the old FBI was spying on you, investigating you, busting down your doors, and charging you for things like, releasing an Ashley Biden story, or, quote, lying to Congress, or trying to organize a parent-teacher conference, or, just caring about things like being a Catholic or being pro-life. That was what the old administration focused on. This administration, a little bit different. Some would argue that the pendulum has swung a little bit too far. I wouldn't say so, specifically with just the outrageous cases that I've heard about from things that my friends had to deal with in New York City. Now, before getting into the attacks that have been happening against Elon Musk and where this all is going, as this legal lawfare is just one form of lawfare, there's going to be more, and it's going to be wild. It's going to be a crazy show. Strap in and sign up to Unfiltered.com. This is the perfect way to build a community. I was in the Telegram chat today talking to all of you guys. I appreciate being able to chat with you guys. Now we added a new perk. If you are a member, you get access to this Telegram chat. You could talk to me, but more importantly, you could shoot a little video, ask a question, and if your question is related to a video topic I'm doing, it could be about immigration, it could be about JFK, it could be about aliens, UFOs, UAPs, you name it. I will play your video and I will answer your question here on youtube.com/wearechange. But first, you got to sign up to Unfiltered.com. 20 cents a day. It's cheap. It's easy. It's quick. Again, all you go, click the link right now in the description and then go here and then bada bing, bada boom. You put in your details, you put in your information, and just make sure, because Google doesn't like us, check your spam. Make sure our email actually gets to you. If it's in the spam, check the spam. Then you get the login. You log in 13 plus years of videos. And then in about 4 weeks from now, we are going to be doing another range day just for members. I just released my range day video. And it's a fun, very action-packed video where you could see the type of stuff that you could be doing if you sign up to Unfiltered.com and you come out and you join us the next time we go out there into the field and we learn some important self-defense tactics. Now, the video that we're showing here in El Salvador definitely hits hard and shows that these guys are not playing around here, as now we are finding out that specifically we are going to have a DOJ that is not going to be abiding by this judge. As Pam Bondi, the Attorney General of the United States, slammed this D.C. judge, saying that Trump couldn't use this act, as she came out, didn't just criticize him, but she came out there in a press release from the Department of Justice saying specifically, these are terrorists, and this judge is protecting, quote, terrorists over the safety of America. They released a statement. What will now happen? Well, it's going to be more legalese, more battles that are going to go to the Supreme Court. There's only so many of these battles that could go to the Supreme Court. There's only so many cases that the Supreme Court could decide to hear. And as we saw from the last kind of Supreme Court ruling, it didn't work in Trump's favor when it came to eliminating and firing government bureaucrats. As Elon Musk recently went on Fox News and made his case saying, hey, we're trying to save this country from financial collapse, which we're kind of very close to. And the best way to do that is to cut spending, is to stop wasting our money. This is what Elon Musk had to say here on Fox News, which I thought was very important.
The average American makes... just like a person, a country will go bankrupt. So the reason I'm here is because I'm very worried about America going bankrupt due to the corruption and waste. And if we don't do something about it, the ship of America is going to sink. And we're all on that ship. You know, and this may be a message to, you know, people out there who have, you know, are wealthy, have a lot of means, or control companies. It's like, just remember, we're all on ship America here. Your company is not going to exist if the ship of America sinks. And we should do everything we possibly can to ensure that America is strong for far into the future.
And for doing that,
yep, I think Elon Musk might be warning about something that he might know about. As we have told you, when Trump was running, hey, when Trump wins, watch out for the economy. The economy is going to be a big part. I wish I could go back in all my clips because there's so many of my videos. There's so many times where I'm literally laying out what's going to be happening. I'm like, okay, Trump's going to win. And then they're going to kind of hit the economy pretty hard and significantly. And that's exactly what we said was going to happen. It's happening right now. And when you look at Elon's kind of comments here, he's kind of pleading with all these powerful people saying, hey, I know you guys want to clap back at Trump. I know you guys want to attack Trump, and you guys are attacking the stock market and you're shorting everything. But once this ship sinks, we're all on it. As many online commentators, celebritards, all have been attacking, and some would say even encouraging attacks on Tesla. And what we're seeing here is kind of a multi-pronged attack here. What we're seeing here is, something that is happening from multiple sides here, specifically when it comes to the kind of culture war over this, as we have even Tim Walz coming out and cheering and being happy that Tesla stock is going down. There's also a lot of people shorting Tesla stock. And this cheers and this celebration and this social pressure are meant to insult. They're meant to attack Tesla owners. They're meant to have people afraid of driving Teslas. And they're, in some ways, also meant to engage the left to do this more. That, sadly, I think has been perfectly exemplified with what we have been seeing, as there have been now multiple incidences after incidences of people taking it upon themselves to attack private owners of Teslas. There's one video of a guy like grabbing his, going into his, and just smothering where you open the Cybertruck. And just when you thought the situation could get more ridiculous, more disgusting, here we are. Now, you add this to also a bunch of right-wing influencers getting swatted recently. It definitely does seem like the temperature in the room has escalated. Now, so far, I think there has been a lot of important work done by Trump and Elon Musk. A lot of that work is being undone by judges, a lot of activist judges. How will Donald Trump respond to all of these significant legal challenges? How will the Supreme Court rule, as they showed that there's one right-wing Supreme Court justice that doesn't like Trump at all? We saw that during Trump's address to Congress. We saw that during the recent rulings, specifically when it came to a very similar matter. It doesn't look good for Elon Musk. It doesn't look good for Donald Trump here. What will they do moving forward? Well, we will see. What do you think they should do? Let me know down in the comment section below. We're going to be doing more content, more videos for you, all exclusively on LukeUnfiltered.com. If you haven't signed up yet, do it right now. Quick, easy, and simple, as it's going to be a very interesting, bumpy ride for Trump. But again, Federal Reserve's not listening to him. His own people aren't listening to him. They were supposed to not even declassify. They were supposed to just release and not redact. They redacted, and then they classified, and then they still kept JFK documents away from the general public still. When Trump said, we'll just release all of it, they didn't even do that. So clearly, the ship that Elon Musk is describing still has a very hostile crew on it. Now there's also other judges that are taking the law into their own hands and saying, yeah, the president can't do anything because we will strangle him. Some people are saying that it's necessary, that it represents this kind of checks and balances. Will this checks and balances be abused? Will there be a bigger clapback by Trump? How will this unfold? Let me know what you think, because this is really setting up a very interesting legal challenge that I think is going to set the pathway towards the future of how this country is run. I love you guys. Stay tuned for more, all here exclusively on youtube.com/wearechange.